Actually, Imran Hashmi के सामने कोई भी heroine होती है, she looks.
I don't want to take any credit for it. She's a fabulous actor. In some media outlets on social media, like the industry is the worst place to be in. That's how things were projected, which was quite sad.
Romance king for girls, SRK for boys, Imran Hashmi. America, Tony Stark. India, Imran Hashmi.
That's a great compliment.
If you had to ask a question to following people, what would you ask them? Alia Bhatt, Jacqueline, Salman Khan.
Which, I mean...
A question you should never ask Vidya Balan. Imran Hashmi, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
So as we speak, Lut Gaye is trending on YouTube. It was trending at #1. Now it is #2.
I believe
and
so.
I think it has been presented as good as a movie in a way.
Yeah.
The way the mounting is.
Yeah.
Was that the attraction for you to agree to do a music video?
I mean, it begins with the song. Bhushan ji had made me hear this during the lockdown, and he said that it's a music video banana hai. And he also was getting very bored at home. We were all getting bored at home. We were planning stuff, and we didn't know when things will open up. But when things open up, we'll have a couple of things we can work on. So he made me hear the song, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And my only benchmark for the song is, if at the first listen you want to compulsively hear it again and again. At least I'm like that. I would want to be part of a song like that. So yeah, and then after that, the lockdown opened up. I shot for 2 films, and then we planned the music video post New Year. We shot it in Mumbai. So yeah.
No, I think it has been shot very nicely. Tanishq has done the music.
Yes, Tanishq has done music. Zubin has sung it. Manoj Muntashir has written the lyrics. Directed by Vinay and Radhika. Fabulous music video. A lot of shooting, 4 days. So it was good fun.
Now, there is a huge question that is facing the country right now. That when Tanishq Bagchi can compose so well, why does he have to remake songs?
Well, I think he will take this seriously. If you see this interview, I think he'll probably do more of this in the future. He should.
Because, the way the entire orchestration is, the way it has been.
Yeah,
you have tremendous experience when it comes to music. You've had some of the biggest hits in the last couple of decades. So, the way the orchestration is and वो जो एक शिद्दत है एकदम बिल्कुल लगता है राहत फतेह अली खान वाला गाना है.
Yeah.
So I think he should be composing more of his original stuff. He's done it in the past.
He should be. He should take this seriously. I hope he sees this interview.
All right. So tell us something about the experience of shooting for the music video. Yukti is a new girl, and I think she's got a lot of spark. Actually, Imran Hashmi के सामने कोई भी heroine होती है, she looks.
I don't want to take any credit for it. She's a fabulous actor. They've discovered her on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah, interestingly. That's one of the avenues these days. I mean, there's so much out there, so much of talent, and they kind of hunted her out from there. She's done one, I think that she's done a show before that. But they found her snaps on Instagram, and they thought she fit the bill. And they called her down, and she screen tested, and she got the bit. And yeah, a very interesting concept. I was taken through the storyboard by both Vinay and Radhika in December. Very meticulous. I loved the fact that it was a kind of tribute and ode to Bollywood cinema. Unabashedly, sometimes it's kind of over the top. It's got tragedy, it's got love, romance, old world kind of romance, but also aesthetically presented very well. So that was, at least rest assured that visually we have a stunning music video, and it's got everything in it. It's like a pot boiler. And it's difficult to kind of put everything in those 4.5 minutes, which I think they have done beautifully.
Okay, now you've been part of some really amazing romantic songs. The chemistry that you managed to develop with your heroines is something which is tremendous as well. I've spoken to quite a few actresses who have worked opposite you. They have great things to say about you. As a co-star, you may be having this image of this hero who kisses on screen, but otherwise your actresses.
Not in time of COVID.
Not anymore, but I think that'll stick.
I've retired.
And but your heroines, they have great things to say about you. That is a complete gentleman. Now, what is it that you feel with your experience is required to get that comfort level of your heroines, so that they are comfortable, so that when the chemistry, and they should feel for you, so that when the chemistry is coming out visually, it's believable for the audience.
You feel for me for those few minutes for the shot, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I guess a comfort level is extremely important. I'm not going to name instances on film sets where, sometimes actors don't get along with each other, and it just becomes a chore and becomes very cumbersome working on those kind of film sets. So I try to keep it casual. I like to keep it fun, and I think that's what works. I think also making them feel at ease, because a film set can be extremely daunting and intimidating, especially for newcomers, especially for a song like this, where you have a girl who's facing the camera on this scale. It's important to just kind of make them feel comfortable. That's about it. And just be clear about what you're putting out there. Yeah.
All right. Now, you said that there are occasions when just being a part of a film is not really a great experience, because it's not really going in a certain direction. So I spoke to Pankaj Tripathi, and he said that हमें पता चल जाता है फिल्म का बीच में कभी certain films में कि that ये एक सही दिशा में नहीं जा रही है, तो हम फिर इस तरीके से करते हैं कि हमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट तो रखना है, तो फिर हम प्लान करते हैं कि आज रात में हम खाने में क्या खाएंगे. So that keeps us interested. What is your way of dealing with such situations?
Well, I don't completely disconnect in that sense. I still keep a little bit of hope going that things can be salvaged, and that's my thing. If I disconnect, I snap ties. So like I'm either on or off. Then it affects my work. I think some actors can be a little disconnected and work and know that, okay, this is not going in a certain direction, and but I need to have that kind of involvement through and through. Ultimately, what happens to the film after it releases, how it's made, that no one really has complete control over. And these synergies of all these talents coming together, like I always say, har film ki kundli hoti hai. Everyone comes with the best of intentions to make a good film, but sometimes films they turn out to be good films. Sometimes it just doesn't work. That melody is not in sync. Something is completely off, and it's not got anything to do with the intentions of the people who are working on that film. It just sometimes it goes completely off. That vision just takes a full toss into a different direction. But I just always try to hold it in, kind of rein things and trying to see how much control I can have over it to kind of see it through. That's what I do. I know some actors who completely disown films if the film turns out to be disastrous and not up to the mark. And sometimes people tell me, "Oh, how are you promoting this film when you don't completely believe in it?" I mean, as in, it's not turned out the way you feel it was intended to be. But I just feel a sense of responsibility and ownership on that product. I feel bad that I should take it through. It's the experience sometimes. It's not the outcome. I'm in on this ride, and let me complete it to the best of my ability. That's my.
We've discussed that in the past, that the sort of praise that you have in terms of reading and the sort of movies that you personally like to watch, and quite a few films that you've been part of. There's quite a dichotomy over there. But you've learned, I think, to just understand the fact that a hit film is a hit film, and it helps to be a part of a hit film.
Of course it does. Of course it helps to be part of a hit film. I mean, there's one thing of being praised for performance and all that. That's all great. But when you're part of a successful venture, that's when you benefit the most from a film. That there's no two doubts. There's no two ways about it. There's no doubt about that.
Imran, we've taken a few comments from the YouTube link of Ludgai. And let's see what people have to say in the comment section. So this is Ankur Saini, and he's saying, Imran Hashmi acting, Jubin singing, perfect combination.
That's a great compliment. Thank you.
All right, this is Naseem Akhtar. यार और कितनी बार सुनूं, मन ही नहीं भरता, कंटिन्यू 27 बार सुन चुका हूं. Love you, Jubin, Imran sir and team.
I've got a lot of that on my social media feed also, actually. People have been hearing it for, I don't know how people can end up listening to it 100 times in 24 hours. But there are people who have been doing it, and that's a sign of an instant hit when the song really kind of you compulsively want to hear the song. So people are liking it.
At a time when we are still struck with the lockdown and the COVID element,
Yeah.
does it help as an artist to get into the this entire circulation through a music video that is being so talked about because the movies are not coming out, nothing is coming out? Does that help?
I mean, I was not feeling insecure that way that films weren't releasing, because I mean, the fact is that the world is somewhere on a pause right now. Everyone is. And yes, you do feel impatient because you're used to a certain way of functioning. You want to work, you want to go out there on a film set, and you just feel you're getting a little rusty if you've not been working. Like the entire lockdown was quite, I mean, you can just write off the entire year. It's all gone thanks to COVID. But I didn't do the music video just for the sake of doing it, because it was work and I wanted to get back on a film set. That would happen anyway. I was just fortunate to have stumbled upon a fabulous track, and fabulous people came together to make that happen and make it special. And I am doing my second music video after almost 6 years. I was not thinking of doing another music video at all, but it just happened.
We spoke to you for your earlier music video as well. The one with Isha Gupta.
Around. Yeah, that again was pushing with T-Series. Yeah.
Correct. Okay, this is Sakshi Jamwar. Imran Hashmi has a special talent of loving through his eyes without even touching.
Ooh.
It is just that he never got that chance. And Jubin Nautia's voice is as usual magical. The story is amazing.
Never got that chance in it?
I don't understand what exactly that means, but maybe I think she's trying to say...
I got a lot of chances. Let me just put it out there right now.
Yes, so so I think she's been watching like a new sort of... So loving through his eyes without even touching. That's nice.
Yeah, I get that. I got that in the last interview. Something about the eyes. How do you do it? Genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah, and I'm a thorough professional. I like to kind of keep it real and keep it intense on screen.
All right, this is Awais Sheikh. Finally, legend is back after a long time. Imran Hashmi with superb, amazing song. Masterpiece this time. Everything is perfect. Music, video, lyrics. Best thing of this video, Imran Hashmi's smile after girl salute him. Yahan pighal gaya main. So Yukti salutes you. So I think that's what...
Yeah. The smile became an issue on the film set that we were shooting. Vinay came and told me multiple times that my look to Yukti, it has to look, how do I put it, innocent. And for the life of me, I swear to God, I was being as truthful to the moment and giving a very, very romantic look. But for the directors, it was seeming flirtatious. So we had to give multiple retakes for those. But thankfully, I got the innocent, romantic hero look, got that right by the end of it.
That's interesting.
I with Vinay and Radhika about this because we had a couple of laughs on the film set. Because he would constantly come and tell me that Imran is looking flirtatious. I was like, I'm not trying to flirt with her. It's like it's a very romantic stare that I'm giving her to somebody. No, it's not. Please come and see in the video assist. And then finally, we got it. We nailed it.
All right.
Old habits die hard.
Entertainment ka boss. That is the name of the handle. Romance King for girls, SRK for boys, Imran Hashmi.
Yeah, I read that.
You read that?
That's interesting. Yeah, I read that.
I
generally don't go through the comments. I was a little scared to go through the comments because you don't know what floats around on social media and stuff these days.
Of course.
Everyone's just waiting to rip off the next thing around, the next film or whatever. So I didn't go on till today in the afternoon, till my director called me up and said that you must go through the comments, what positivity is. So I was like, okay, I just scroll through the comments and I checked one of these. Yeah.
So how do you respond to this? Romance King for girls, SRK for boys, Imran Hashmi. This is interesting.
It is. It is. So an awakening from my films for a lot of boys. Especially the first lot of films that I did.
Of course.
They learned a lot about life.
Of course. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Yuva Yadav, America, Tony Stark, India, Imran Hashmi.
That's funny. I think it's the goatee.
Abhishek Tripathi. No matter which actress is in front of Imran Hashmi, he'll make sure the romance looks convincing. After SRK, there's only one romance king, Imran Hashmi.
Yeah, I mean, I try, like I said, I try to keep it real and keep it do my job as to the best of my ability. And yeah, I hope that comes through. I hope that came through in the music video.
No, it does. It is for sure. It is working as well.
It's also putting it across in like 4.5 minutes and compressing so many things in. It's quite a task for everyone. So I just hope that came across.
So moving on to Tiger 3. So that's a big development. You're playing a negative lead in Tiger 3. You're not supposed to talk about it.
My lips are sealed. No comments.
But it's a very interesting project for you. First film with
I have no idea if I'm doing it. I heard it from you guys. I don't know where this news came out from. My manager called me in the morning and said that you're doing this film. I was like, yeah, that's news to me. I said, yeah, it's news to me too.
Right.
I'm like, who broke the story? He said that one journalist broke it in the morning, and then after that, everyone followed suit and everyone carried it.
But you played certain negative shades in your films in the past.
Yes, I have.
You enjoy that, right?
Like I just told another interview also, I don't like them to be called villains.
I'm saying negative shades.
Yeah, I like to play characters that I can defend and justify. I don't like to play very unidimensional kind of, if it's a bad guy. I don't know if I've really played a villain or a bad guy on screen. I mean, I don't know if Shoaib or Once Upon a Time in Mumbai would be that. All the characters are grey in that film. I mean, at least both the guys are grey.
Right.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I've always wanted to play a kind of a baddie, like an antagonist, but not a unidimensional one. There has to be a reason for him being that way. Like, it has to be justified. Like I said, I should be able to defend the character.
Of course. Now, as there was one comment about Katrina and you. So coming to think of it, it is surely, I think, such a fantastic proposition that sort of chemistry that maybe I'm saying hypothetically, Katrina Kaif and Imran Hashmi can bring on screen. Should be.
I would love to work with her. I've always said it. I've said it in a couple of your interviews also.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been a big fan, and I would love to do a film with her. Hopefully in the future.
If you had to ask a question to following people, what would you ask them? Salman Khan.
I've got a lot of questions for him. Just where does he get his wit from? I think he's very witty.
Of course.
Yeah, he's extremely witty.
If you have to ask a question to Manish Sharma.
Who are you casting as the antagonist in your next film?
I would love to see in a negative lead as and when it happens. As and when it happens.
I will, if whenever I sign that film, I will let you know.
Do you like tigers by any chance?
I've actually done a film called Tigers.
Of course you have, but do you like it?
I love tigers.
You love tigers. Okay. Imran Hashmi, so there are so many notions about Bollywood, about late comings and all that. Now you are one actor who's very, very punctual. Why are you punctual?
It's an old habit. It's a bad habit that I've got. I'm trying to break it.
No, you should not. You should not. I give examples to people that
I feel guilty when I don't come on time.
No, you are very punctual.
I don't know. I've got this from I don't know my school days. I don't know. Someone shouted at me or something. I don't know what happened. But that's I'm very conscious of that. Very aware of the fact that timing is very important. If I respect you, you should respect my idea of And it's reached the point where it's become a little in the middle. It got a little compulsive. Like I used to get really upset with people for being even like 15, 20 minutes late. Then I realized that I have to keep that much kind of leeway because you're staying in a place like Bombay, people do get late. They get stuck in traffic. Some people's concept of time is off by hours.
Of course, no, that is, we've experienced quite a bit within the industry as well. Okay, now you said about the social media a short while back. How do you look at the way the social media conversations, they are evolving in the last, especially say in the last 8-9 months around Bollywood as well? How do you look at it?
It's malicious. It's downright, I don't know. It's uncalled for. It's very negative. That's what that's a sense that I got through the entire lockdown. And the entire vibe of things in some media outlets on social media just seemed like just uncalled for. Like the industry is the worst place to be in. That's how things were projected, which was quite sad. And so much so that I stopped reading it beyond a point. In the beginning, there were news articles that started coming up, and I was consuming that. But I realized that it's just it's a waste of time. It's just
Right.
too much. It's too much garbage to take in your head when there's nothing's going to come out of it. So after that, I stopped reading all of those things, and also stopped going through those comments.
Okay, now you were part of Bard of Blood, which was received very well.
Yeah.
People would love to see the second season of Bard of Blood as well.
Yeah.
Now, considering the way creative work is being dissected of late, as a creative person, do you think twice when you're reading the script? Because especially when it comes to political subjects of realism, having realism into it, real life references to it, it can be taken out of context very easily. We've seen quite a few examples.
Yes, it can.
Does it bother you as an artist?
It does. It also, you have to kind of, it's like walking through a minefield now, because you have to think of so many things. There's a lot of kind of censorship that happens even during writing these days for writers on the table, because they feel, oh, this probably will really tick off someone. This will tick off a certain group, or this has political tones, so we got to be a little careful with the material.
Jay.
That's not really complete freedom of your your creative freedom, is it? You're pretty much kind of, it's self-censorship before it gets on the page, because you know that either it's not going to be allowed there by the censor board, or people are going to object to it. So let's make something that's kind of very midway. It doesn't really, you can't really play on the front foot, You can't step out. You can't step out of the crease now, because you got to just play in the confines of those rules, and that's not good for any creative form.
That's not good.
It stifles you.
Okay, and what about Bard of Blood season 2? Is it happening?
I don't know so far, because the first part was based on a book, and the second part has taken a lot of time to write. So I don't know really what the status is, because it was easier for the first season, because the entire thing was just picked up from the book, edited, and put on the page. So, I mean, the last I heard was the writers and the team were jamming, but I don't really know the status of that.
All right, what about Mumbai Saga and Chehre? That, I think those are the two films that...
Yes. So, Mumbai Saga, I think, releases next month. You will see the promo up in a couple of days. We're going with, a release on Amazon, mostly. And, there's Chehre, which we've not really locked in yet. It all depends on the situation with the cinemas of how things pan out. Because I believe there are a lot of releases now. At least a lot of people have come forward and they are planning a few releases after the month of March. So we'll have to see how that goes, and then ultimately we'll take a call on that. And Ezra also will take a call. We're still doing the VFX on that. The film is complete. I finished shooting for it in Jan.
Anything else in the pipeline?
Forthcoming projects, yeah.
Apart from Tiger 3, anything else?
I'm a little superstitious. I generally like to talk about projects once they hit the floor.
Okay, so Imran, there is Zero Discrimination Day on March 1st. So it is basically when we celebrate the right of everyone to live a full and productive life. If you would want to give any thoughts to your fans, if your views on Zero Discrimination Day.
Well, I think everyone has a right to kind of live their life to the fullest and to be the best version of themselves.
Right.
And, not to be any discrimination in that per se. Let everyone blossom in their own field and their personalities and characters blossom. So, yeah, I think there should be a place under the sun for everyone. So
should be a place. That's so very well said. So, Imran, I will end this interview with a rapid fire with you, please.
Yeah.
How would you define love in 3 words?
Compassion, loyalty, and friendship.
All right. What's the bravest thing you have done for your love?
I don't know. What is the bravest thing I've done? Get married.
All right. What's the difference between SRK's romance and Imran Hashmi's romance?
I think generally we cut through a lot of chase in my films. The romance that takes like probably 2 hours in his film, I reach that point in like 2 minutes in my film, and then my story starts. So I kind of fast forward through things. We don't waste so much time. Yeah.
Coming to the point.
Coming to the point. Yes.
How almost every Imran Hashmi song is a huge hit.
Yeah. So what about it?
What's the formula?
I know I don't want to take any credit for this. It's just always working with some fabulous artists, and just been grateful. I don't know what it is. It's just like it's obviously luck. I mean, every film has had at least one or two chartbuster tracks, and it just so happens that they make their way in my films. So I've just been very grateful. It definitely
What's the
luck.
What's the contribution of KK in your career?
For giving fantastic tracks. I mean, all my singers. I mean, generally, we have given. Again, this from when I say we, my producers of films have given breaks to newcomers. They might be singers, musicians, and we've never really shied away from that. It's always we see the merit in the song when we hear a scratch that this might do wonders, and it could be someone who's established or it could be someone new. So it really that's what I think has helped.
A rumor that you heard about yourself, you wish it was true.
There are not too many rumors about me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are not too many rumors about me. I wish it was true.
Even link-ups भी आपके कभी उस तरीके से सुनने में नहीं आए?
No, I'm a nice guy.
Or you're a good
I'm
actor.
one of the last few nice guys left in the industry.
That a lot of people say that. A lot of especially actresses, they say that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, if you woke up next to an unknown girl, what would be the worst thing to hear from her?
What would be the worst thing that I would hear from a girl when I woke up in the morning? I don't know. Give some options. I don't know.
A good morning, husband, or who are you?
Oh, I would be comfortable with who are you for sure.
Who are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Which character you played on screen is the closest to your real personality?
None of them. I don't think. But there's a part of my personality in all characters that I play. I think for every actor, there's a little bit of their personality in each character. But I've played characters that are very distant from who I am. Generally.
If you had to ask a question to following people, what would you ask them? Alia Bhatt.
How did you hone those acting skills? Because she's really improved by leaps and bounds in these few years that she's been around.
Of course. Jacqueline.
Where did you learn pole dance? I happened to see one of her videos the other day.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. She's an amazing dancer. Which celebrity comes to your mind when I say the following, apart from you? Best on-screen kisser?
Amir
Khan. Mm-hmm. My best co-star so far?
There are a lot of them, yeah. I like all of them. They've all been wonderful. They've all been wonderful, really.
Answer these questions based on your experience of working with them. Easiest way to piss Ajay Devgan off?
Shoot with him after 8 in the night.
Even he is very punctual.
He is very punctual.
He is very punctual.
I love working with him.
Yeah, he is very punctual.
Yeah.
He's spot on. A quality of Shah Rukh Khan that you admire a lot?
I think his hard work and his persistence. I think these are two qualities.
A question you should never ask Vidya Balan?
Okay, something went in my head right now, but I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to say that. A question you should never ask Vidya. When's pack up? Because, she loves working. She loves promotions.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she loves promotions. She's one of the few artists that really, really likes promoting her films.
No, she is amazing when it comes to promotions.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Something you shouldn't do in front of Amitabh Bachchan?
Something you shouldn't do. I don't know, not there before. Don't bail out on rehearsal time because, he puts in a bit of rehearsal before he gets to the shot.
He does it.
That's what I realized. That's one of the reasons I did the film with him, to kind of understand his process. So I think you would have, you would lose some brownie points with him if you didn't rehearse the scene a couple of times before, because he likes to kind of knock everything down kind of, before you get down to shooting the scene. So I like that.
Even he's amazingly punctual.
He is, yes.
He is brilliantly punctual, which is so fabulous about him. All right, Imran Hashmi, as always, lovely talking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations for Lut Gaye doing so well, and looking forward to all your future ventures. And thank you very much. Lovely talking to you. Thank you so much.